During Kota, authorities are already taking necessary steps to address encroachments related to highway infrastructure. The government remains committed to protecting the rights of our citizens and ensuring their homes are safeguarded. तू सांग बाबा इसका प्रॉब्लेम आहा आमका एक सुनामी येता तू रेडी रावपा जाय तू ना म्हणटा मागीर सगळे वेगवेगळे बुडलो तो गेलो आमचे लोक काबा जातले यासाठी तू डिनायल मोड आमले रिपोर्ट येतले डिमॉलिशन ऑर्डर येतले इट विल बी व्हेरी लेट आफ्टर द स्पीकिंग ऑफ एनीथिंग आता एक हांव कितें चिंतता सरकारान हो टायम आसा लोकांक खबर ना सरकारान 2001 कोमुनिदादा अमेंडमेंट अधिकार आशिल्लो लीगलाइज करपाक कोमुनिदाची जमीन बरा कितें जालें तेजें कोमुनिदानी चेंज केलो रूल्स काडना आनी इम्पोज करचेली जालो म्हाका दिसता फकत ते सगळे एप्लिकेशन दिलोले तेचे रेकॉर्ड अजून आहा न्ही म्हणून ते सगळे इलिगल प्रोसेस आनी कट ऑफ डेट आशिल्ली 2000 आनी 2000 पासून त्या दिसा पासून घर आशिल्ले ते लिस्ट मेळ्ळे सरकार लिस्ट आहा असेंब्लीन मल्टिप्लाय केल्ले सगळ्याचें नांव दिल्लें सगळ्यांक एप्लिकेशन केल्ले ते रेग्युलरायज करपाक कित्याक ते आशा आशिल्ले ते जातले म्हणून ते बसले पोस्ट फारीक केले तेचे रेग्युलरायज जालें मागीर 8B Goa Regularization of Unauthorized Construction Act 2021 हो कायदो हाडलो सरकारान पूण सरकारान कितें केलें लोकां कडेन प्लॅन मागले एप्लिकेशन मागले सगळ्यांनी रजिस्टर केलें तांकां 8,000 एप्लिकेशन दिले 8,000 आनी एक एप्लिकेशन फाटल्या 10,000चे आशिल्ले 8 कोटी प्लास्टीक मेळ्ळे कितले रेग्युलरायज जाले मात्र 5,000 दुसरे काय जालें कित्याक जालो ना ते आन्सर सरकार हाडलो जाय जाल्यार हाडटात ते कोणाचे जाले ते कितें पळोवप मागीर 8C पंचायत राज अमेंडमेंट एक्ट सेम वर्सा हाडलो आज अमोवीन गुडिनो सांगतलो each and how in the become just show that पंचायत राज go to next Amendment of section 12 15 go to 15 153 so the text we collect the tax supposer shall be levied on buildings constructed without authorization within the limits of panchayat area आता तुमकां एक टॅक्स कलेक्ट करपाक कित्याक लोकांचे कंप्लेन आशिल्ले हे फुकट रावतात थिंगा आमी टॅक्स भरतात गार्बेज कलेक्ट जायना थिंगा आनी ते फुकट चलतात नाल्यार गार्बेज थिंगा उडयतात आमची घर जाता कॉन्सिक्वन्सी नाल्यार विलेजी सो मागीर हो कायदो हाडलो तेको टॅक्स घेवपाचे पूण हो टॅक्स घेयले म्हूण तें कन्स्ट्रक्शन लिगल जायना म्हूण कायद्याने बरयला इफ यू रिमेंबर you in the Gram Sabha once before you had raised this issue when we did it in the tradition center about this and you had asked the question about understand the Gram Sabha whether this will not give legitimacy in illegal question and again I am asking nothing emphasized provided that nothing in this subsection shall amount to regularization of unauthorized construction तो फारी केले तुमगे लीगल जालो ना आणि सेकंड पार्ट सेकंड प्रोविजन provided further that nothing in this subsection shall prevent any competent authority from taking any action against such building in accordance with law मतलब कि किती action घेवपा आते सरकाराने authority right आसा मतलब तिका तुमगे फक्त रजिस्टर काडटले आनी लोकांचे उलयले लोकांक टायम आहा तुका मेळटा सगळे मेळटा हो टायम तो फुडें येवपाक म्हाका हेल्प करता नाल्यार लोक यूज करतलो आनी आमच्या लोकांक मारतलो मागीर हेच फाटल्यान तुमी जाणात एक भुमिपुत्र बील म्हणटालो भूमिपुत्र आमी ओपोज केले आमदार नाशिल्लो कोणी 30 वर्सां जावन तो गोंयांत गेला ते हावज लिगल करपाचें ओपोज केले एनफोर्स केलो ना गव्हर्नराक धाडलो ना मागीर हांव आमदार जाता तेन्ना हांवें असेंब्लीन सांगलें तूं गव्हर्नराक धाडलो ना जाल्यार तें कामां जायना तूं असेंब्लीन हाडूंक जाय आनी विथड्रॉ करूंक जाय बील कित्याक हावजान पास केलें हांवें एश्युरन्स दिलें करतलो म्हूण नेक्स्ट सेशन हाडलो आनी बील विथड्रॉ केलो हे सगळे अटेम्प्ट्स मागीर आनीक एक आतां दीस इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट 18 गोवा रेस्ट्रिक्शन्स ऑन ट्रान्सफर ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर लँड हो बील हाडलो तेन्ना हांवें सांगलें हो बील फाटल्या बॅकडोर फार्म हावस बिल्डींग करता हे सगळे भायले येतात ते फार्म हावस बांदतले ते सुटतले आनी आमचे जाता आमचें कांय करूंक जायना ते येतले आनी व्हडले व्हडले बंगलो बांदतले कित्याक हांवें म्हणलां बिहार उत्तर प्रदेश तुका फार्म हावस कल्चर फार्म घेतात व्हडले बंगलो बांदतात स्विमींग पूल सगळे आसतले सो हांवें म्हणलां ओपोज केलें आनी हें पळय एग्रीकल्चर लँड डेफिनेशन आहा थिंगा आतां मातशें वाचा हांव कित्याक सांगता Now come back to agricultural land. तुमचे agricultural land exploration केलो आहे तुमका. Not tenanted agricultural land. हे मातशें तुमी मनाक दवरात कोणागे इल्लीगल आहा जाल्यार तुमचे हेचो फायदो घेवन इल्लीगल करूंक जाता. Agricultural land means which is presently being used for cultivation of paddy, but does not include land which is earmarked for the use or purpose, partly or fully, other than agriculture in any plan prepared under the Goa Town Council Planning Act. कितें तुगे शेत आहा पूण तुगे रिजनल प्लॅनाचे सेटलमेंट दाखयता म्हणल्यार तूं सुरतो एनाक सगळो कितें म्हणटा थर्ड पार्टी तुगे शेत आहा शेअर देना पडटा शेअर टायटल सेटलमेंट पासून दाखयलें एक पाटी रिजनल प्लॅन कलर केलो डोंगर आनी न्हंये सायडीन सेटलमेंट केलें बट प्लॅन आशिल्ली बिकॉज आमकां दीस प्रोहिबिटेड करूंक जायना लोक चिंतलो तांबडे आहा म्हणजे घेवपा जाता पयलीं तांबडे जाता तेणे भायले भायले घेवपा जाता आयज तेका कशेंच जाता सो आतां एकदम म्हणटा तुगे शेत आसो पूण सेटलमेंट दाखोवप जाल्यार तुका रायट आहा तुगे कन्स्ट्रक्शन लीगल करपाक आतां एप्लिकेशन टेकींग जाता तुमी परमिशन घेयना जाल्यार क्लॉज आता अनेक एक अमेंडमेंट हाडलो देश फाटल्यान आनी पळय पूण हो कायदो होच तो अमेंडमेंट जाला गोवा लँड यूज रेग्युलेशन एक्ट तुमकां हांवें सांगलो एक गोवा लँड यूज रेग्युलेशन एक्ट शेतकारां पासून ते हाडलो तो कायदो आतां एक एक्झेम्पशन केलो सगळ्याचो by an educational institution for educational purpose with prior approval of the government. आतू शेतान टेनेंटेड शेतान तूं एक स्कूल बांदूं सोदता तें तुजें बांदूं जाता पूण आमगे शेतान घर बांदूं जाल्यार तूं डिमॉलिश करूं येता समजलो कितें म्हणटा सरकारान कायदो हाडूंक जाय शेतकार हो तेगे फॅमिली मेंबर तेगेल्या शेतान बांदता जाल्यार ते सावधान करपाचें then it will you are giving education institution भायले दिता तूं तेच बांदून दिता पण आमी शेतकाराक काबार करून सो यू अंडरस्टँडिंग वॉट आय एम सेइंग सो म्हाका एक केस येयली सगळें जालें भाव मध्ये भाव दुसरे भायर गायलो धाकलें शेत आसलो तिका एक गॉव बांदिल्लें आतां थोडी शेत ते म्हणटा रडपाक लागलें ती सांगपाक तें आनी गॉव ना तो वचूंक जायना तेंगा कितें करतलें पूण तेंचें शेत दिस इज दिस इज अनफेअर आय थिंक. बरं शेत आणि कोणा विकली जाल्यार तर दिनाका परमिशन कित्याक शेत विकली पूण दॅट इज इलिगल. सो इफ द गव्हर्नमेंट वॉन्ट्स दे कॅन डू. नाव answering this, now coming back to this. First is garage, carts. Or full judgment I have told us to watch the door. Hand cart आता है का? समझो तुम्ही मोबाईल movable cart ten lakh. Number 2 ये movable cart म्हणून एक समजा थोडे लोकांनी जोखमी पळयलं स्ट्रक्चर एस्टेट हे इलिगल जाता तुम्ही रेक्टिफाय करता. कित्याक whether it is road widening or not road widening हे सगळे टेक्निकलिटी सोडतो. तुम्ही कार्ड जाल्यार तुमगे हेड कार्ड आसपाक जाय आनी काय करूंक जायना. गाडास तेंका सांगला गाड्याचे आतां आमचे कोचवे ब्रिजीचे आसात दोन सायडीन आसा. सरपंच म्हणून उलयता आनी हांवें तेका सांगलां सरकाराक जमीन नाशिल्ली. सरकारान एक्विजिशन केला रस्तो करपाक एक्विजिशन प्लॅन आसता. प्लॅन नासता जाल्यार कशें तूं सांगता हो जमीन सरकाराचो आनी सर्वे फॉर्म काडले जाल्यार पासून तुका एक्सप्लेन जाता की सरकाराचें नांव आसा कोणाचें ओनराचें नांव कोणा शेतकाराचें नांव आसा जाल्यार इट डज नॉट मीन द शेतकार ओनर इज इलिगल. द गव्हर्नमेंट इज जस्ट इन्क्लुडेड सरकाराचें नांव काडलां कित्याक एक्विजिशन जाता. कितले एक्विजिशन जाता कितले एरिया वी लायन वयतली PWDन सारकें डिमार्केट करून पंचायतीक दिवपाक जाय आनी पंचायतीक सांगूंक जाय अमके तितके स्ट्रक्चर आमचे जमनीचेर पडटा जाल्यार पंचायतीक पावर ना इन्स्पेक्शन करपाक ती फायल काडपाक प्लॅन हाडपाक आनी दाखोवपाक की हे तुमी दुसऱ्याचे भाटान आहा सरकाराचे जमनीचेर कितको सरटेक पडटले तें एक्विजिशन कित्याक बरें रस्त्या सायडीन सोड तूं पूण हें कितें एक्वायर्ड लँड. एक्वायर्ड लँडाचेर कितले एक्सटेंड थोडे म्हणटाले म्हाका हांवें थोडे वॉट्सॅपाचेर आनी वाचले 15 मिटर्स 17 मिटर्स 20 मिटर्स कितें कितें मिटर जाताले तेका. हांव तें वॉट्सॅपाचेर हांव चोयना हांव नोटिफिकेशन करता. नोटिफिकेशन कितें जाता थोडे फाटी म्हजे तकलेन म्हजें हें घेवपा जायना की 30 मिटराचो रस्तो जाय. 30 मिटर रस्तो जाल्यार 10 मिटराचें बिल्डींग जायना. I hope you're making it understand. इतलो रुंद रस्तो आनी सायडीन एक बारीक ब्रिज तशें जायना. So they will acquire little extra for footpath. Now it is going beyond that. तेज भायर वयता जाल्यार कितले वयता आनी हें खंय आसा तें डेमार्केशन करून कायदो फॉलो करता. आमोणा कायदो फॉलो करनाका आमोणा जजमेंट फॉलो करनाका लोकांक नोटीस काडटा आसतना नोटीस मस्ट बी क्लियर. You are at this spot. This spot belongs to the government and it is illegal. तुका ना जाल्यार बेश्टें तुवें नोटीस काडूंक जायना. तुमची जाता कोणशा रस्त्याच्या सायडीन लास्ट कोणशें झाडां जाय तो तेगे भाटां भितर आहा तो रस्त्यार ना. सर्वे दाखयता सरकार आनी काडटात इलिगल जायना. यू अंडरस्टँडिंग वॉट आय एम सेइंग. सो मातशें देगेर पावला देगेर भायर भितर ते पंचायतीन फॉलो करूंक पडटा आनी कोणा आहात ते कोणा नोटीस येता तेन्ना मातशें पळोवया तुमी नोटीस सारकें येता म्हणून कित्याक बेश्टे नोटीस दिली काडलो धांवलो आनी पळोवन गेलो आनी बाबा मोटरसायकल काडून वयता तें ना तशें. तुमी सामकें नोटीस आसा तेन्ना स्पेसिफीक आसूं जाय नोटीस क्लियर आसूं जाय आनी तुगे रोड वायडनींग सरकाराच्या जमनीचेर आहा जाल्यार तूं काडूंक पडटा. तेच फाटल्यान मागीर तुज्यांनी हँड कार्ड चलोवपाक जाता कित्याक तुगे परमिशन हँड कार्ड आसा. मातशें परत रिपीट करता सरकाराचे जमनीचेर करूंक सोद जाल्यार तेचें परमिशन जाय. हांव हायकोर्टान सांगलां हांव परत रिपीट करता तुका हँड कार्ड पासून हायकोर्टान म्हणलो ना की करूंक जायना. नॅचरली ताका आन्सर कितें परमिशन जाय सरकार परमिशन दिसना कित्याक ते म्हणटले रोड वायडनिंग ट्रॅफिक कंजेशन जातले एक्सिडेंट जातले सो तेज भायर वचपाक पडटा सो भायर वच जाल्यार तो कोण भाटकार आहा होच घाल जाल्यार तेगे रायट न्हू आनी कोण घाल जाल्यार तेका एग्रीमेंट करूंक पडटलो भाडो घालपाक ना आनी ते प्रमाणे मागीर तेजें बिजनस चलोवपाक जाता कित्याक पंचायतीन if I am not mistaken, just correct me if I am wrong, Panchayat has given permission for hand carts, is that correct? So if it's hand carts, you must respect what you have given the permission. So it has to be hand cart. आता हिंगा पाजरान आमगे मार्केट आमी देवयला सायडीन लोक बसतात कन्स्ट्रक्शन ना तेची आमी शेड पासून घायले तेका पावसा पासून शेड पासून घायल्या इट्स नॉट अ कन्स्ट्रक्शन इट विल बी ओनली टेम्पररी मेजर एंड दे विल नॉट बी अफेक्टेड अंडरस्टैंड बिकॉज दे आर नॉट कन्स्ट्रक्शन इन रोड वाइडनिंग रोड सेटबैक और गवर्नमेंट so this will be how it will be working. So therefore, you are allowing them, I think SOPO you are collecting from them. SOPO is a daily tax. So bospache ek zagyar and utpache. So gado is separate, SOPO is separate, and SOPO has no permanent right. Remember this. There is no right of permanency. Even gada has no right of permanency. So ये आता एक्सप्लेन केला आता सांगला टेनेंटेड एग्रीकल्चर लँड कितल्या शेतकारांक एक्सप्लेन केला तूं व्हडले व्हडले प्लॉटाक लोकांक मेण म्हणटा तेगे सांबार करपाक अलाव करता तांकां अंडर लँड परमिशन तूं तांकां कितें जालें आतां तिनी कंपनीचे 2 लाख स्क्वेअर मिटर युनिवर्सिटी घालून दिता फुलांची जमीन आमगे बारीक विचार 300 स्क्वेअर मीटर 200 स्क्वेअर मीटर ठीक आहे लिगलाइज करता जायना सो आय विल ऑल्सो ऑन माय पार्ट सरकाराक आय वेल एक्चुअली बट बरोवन दितलो सीएमान की यशस आहा आनी लोक अफेक्ट जातलो आमची मूळ गोंयकार आहा शेतान मारले जाय कित्याक ताका डिस्टर्ब करपाचें वन टायम एक्सेप्शन दॅट इज इन देयर ओन फील्ड इट्स नॉट समथिंग विच दे हॅव डन इलीगल. If it is illegal, is different part of it. And SCM said illegal is different, and this is different. And last, CM के folder है तीन party. ये लास्ट डॉक्टर नाम.
For the executive the Santas very looking at the dense code for us to illegal is the connector will act whether after the enable hydrocarbons controls out there. And दूसरी गलती कर सकते हैं ये गवर्नमेंट ने रेगुलर अपने रेगुलर करपाचा विचार केला जरा कधी ते कोविडर बसले किंवा आपल्या ओन प्रॉपर्टी असतात ते वेगळेच ओके त्या करपा खातीर आमी नवी ऑर्डिनन्स बनवली आणि म्हणून सरकाराचो विचार पण ताज्या पयलीं आमी हायकोर्टाक कितें कॉम्प्लाय करपाक जाय तेका हायकोर्टाक कॉम्प्लाय करतले त्या हायकोर्टाक आमी इंडियन आमचे जे इलिगल आसा ताजेर एक्शन आमी घेवपाक सरकार तयार आसा. So that taken action जाती but it is regular ते रेग्युलर करण्याचा सरकारचा प्रयत्न रोड साइड एन्क्रोचमेंट एक्वायर्ड रोडाला पाहिजे.
तुम्ही ऐकले आता हा आता तुमका कसले प्रश्न आहात ते मागे सांगा. किती किंवा आले
we have said that 20 is 20 plus 1 formula which gives definitive and indefinitive title. That's all I wanted to just this. But once you get the title by paying money,
keep talking.
326, 323. So once you get that title, definitive and indefinitive, you become the owner or the Komita is this and the possession is reviewed.
This is not a topic about cycle judgment, this is a topic relating to Kumila, but I will explain it. When you are in the state of provisional possession, you are not owner of the land. You only have an interest in the property. When you get post definitive, you have a vested right in the property. So when you have a vested right, your title becomes complete when you purchase the, when you pay the 20 times annuity in one installment. Till then, you are not absolute owner. You become absolute owner only upon redemption of the ground. I'll send you the judgment order.
Sir, my question is it possible to regularize a house in a Community land? And if so, what will be the procedure?
I ask you one question. If I build my house in your block of land, will you allow the regularization?
Yes,
So Komunidad is an entity. Komunidad is a legal person. So therefore, when you go in somebody else's property, how can government say legalization? You understand what I'm saying?
trying to understand.
So no, because what happens, people don't understand the legal entity. If tomorrow somebody puts a house in your property, government passes the law that becomes legal, what will be your fate? Will you accept it?
I will put another question to that. If the community land can be purchased, if the community wants it to be if there is a amicable solution to saving the structure, the house.
There is a solution. I know what is the solution, but the government is supposed to give a solution to my solution.
So you
because people asked Chief Minister in one of his public meetings in Aldona constituency, and Chief Minister, I don't need his advice. You understand? I have my AG, I have my law department. So why should I go like a distinct just to start giving advices to people when I'm not important? I'm not here to give free advice like this. I may be an MLA, but you see what happens is, who asked the question? Who wanted the answer? Who wanted to put an embarrassment? Please understand all these things. You are shot, whoever asked the question shot himself or herself in the face. No, that's different. I as an MLA will go to help people. But if the right person must come and ask the question, you understand me? The government is the one who has the power, not you and me. The government has the power, the government has to come and knock my door. I told the Chief Minister that day directly. I told him, I must say no.
The question was mine, sir. I was not asking it on behalf of anyone. I was asking for myself.
No, I will not Don't mind, but it's a very complicated answer. Not very easy in one sentence. One sentence I told you. Where there is a will, there is a way.
I appreciate it.
Don't take it back. I'm not taking it.
No, I'm not taking it back, sir. I was just
free to ask.
No, one, I'm my full support to the Gada workers, the legal Gada workers, workers all structured there. They all are workers and I think if you can't reach as a worker, we go and lead them, then we should protect them. Now, one thing I would suggest is if we can approach the High Court or approach the authorities and tell them give us some time. And in the meantime, we could acquire some land and create a footpath somewhere around that area. And let all these people shift to the footpath. With parking and all that, would that be a solution to the problem?
Sabian, that is very altruistic and very commendable. Do you believe anybody is ready to give land for the purpose of footpath or anything? Our Komunidal was the one, you remember when we were going for the MRF shed, we drew the NOC for the village panchayat?
A given NOC which was...
A given NOC was withdrawn at the last minute to put the panchayat in problem. Do you believe that they will ever give?
I'm not from this Komunidal.
No, I understand it, but what I'm saying is, it's easy to make a suggestion, but you must have that somebody is actually willing. I have given land for crematorium free of cost, not even non-repeating charge enforcement. Regular Hindu crematorium, regular SC community we have given free of cost. We have given land for temples, we have given land for chapel and everything we have given free of cost, not non-repeating them. Am I ready to do that?
But I think you should write to them. The Panchayat should write to them requesting them. Let them say no.
The rent to take a resolution. Say that we join the
asking them for a plot of land to do their road by
For sure there is no Komunidal there.
Wait, I'll tell you another thing. To acquire under the new Land Acquisition Act, you require NOC from 90% of the owners, which never comes. People today build their walls on the road. They build walls on the setback of the road. They don't want to leave that also. And some of them even plants outside. The Panchayat had issued one notice.
Plants with thorns are not just ordinary plants.
So, you understanding what I'm saying?
I propose
It is a proposal which I will tell you will never see the light of the day.
but I propose Panchayat write to the Komunidal and request them for free of land.
Somewhere else, for sure they don't have any. And the land which they have fields down there, I don't know.
Savio, I will tell you one more thing. Without having expressed it openly, I had already discussed with my people of identifying land for a food court. And my idea of a food court was, we are not going to stop agriculture, but we will have like a walking track. We will have the food stalls around it, benches for people to sit. And that I will go and ask my close friends, not even CSR. I somehow don't like this word CSR. CSR is what I do, you do for me back. You understand? So if tomorrow any notice comes of illegality, Panchayat has to get quiet because he gets some funds for CSR. I'm talking to my friends who have nothing, they are not developers, they are nothing in this constituency, are ready and willing to help me to make this a reality. I'm looking for the land. You can identify for me. It's not far away from this area. You can identify for me. I will get all the permissions. And remember, even if it's a tenanted agricultural land, I will make sure it is put to use without contravention of the law. Understanding? So I want to have that where people can sit. They will sit under some nice trees. There will be no such type of structures. We will have food carts. But give me the land and I will do it to you. I don't want land which is being cultivated and tomorrow people will shout. Good. Cultivated land is going away. I don't want that. Non-cultivated land will give it to me. I will do it. I will not ask any one of you for any help. I will have my friends in the family. I repeat, it has nothing to do with this constituency. Who are just my friends who are ready to help. But give me the land and I will do it.
Just to add to what Samir was the ancient in the report, children's parks issue I don't know how I missed it. The NOC in Africa already after that is correct. No? They have given the NOC for doing up the children's park to the MLA.
The children's park, by the way, just since he has spoken, I got the flag requested for Africa to give me a note Partika has been, and I'm asking someone to help me to go out the children's park. We will not need out the panchayat funds because the panchayat will only exhausted its funds. There was funds available earlier, but they had utilized it because the NOC did not come. Now the NOC has come, and I hope to get the children's park done as soon as possible.
ओके, या पॉयंटाचेर आमच्या गाड्यांच्या एजंचे भाशेन सदांच सांगला कायदो इम्प्लिमेंट जातलो आमच्या वाटेन कायदो इम्प्लिमेंट करपाक सरपंचान आनी सेक्रेटरीक जबाबदार दवरल्या गाडे जे पुरोन पर्मनंट केल्या ते पोर्टेबल करचे पोर्टेबल केल्या म्हणटच मागीर तूं मुवेबल गाड्याचे लेटर एंड स्पिरीट डेफिनेशनान येता सो फाल्यां आमी पासून जर इन्स्पेक्शनाक आयले जावं गव्हर्मेंटाचे कोण आयले तांच्यांनी पयले गाडो धुकलूंक जाता देन दोतोरान सांगला ते भाशेन कायद्यान मुवेबल कार्ड एंड कार्ड हाचे खंयच मेन्शन केलें ना पूण जरी जर तुमी ते जोडणीन पुरोन पर्मनंट केला देन इट वील अट्रॅक्ट द डेफिनेशन ऑफ कन्स्ट्रक्शन सो no, it should be movable. So tomorrow I come, even Savio comes. Hey, get a card to the Mukla, गाड्या का त्याला सावियो तर आलं त्याला गाडा परमनंट
long back there was a petition in the High Court about the gadas in front of Govt Medical College, and that time Justice Bhatta was in charge in the High Court, and I appeared for the government in the matter. And Justice Bhatta said to me, "Have you gone to Govt Medical College?" I said, "No sir, I am being perfectly fine, so I have not gone." So he said, "No, please go and see. There are gadas which are painted the tire on the there is no tire." So anyway, they had to be revoked, and so as to align them, because it was causing traffic jam to enter GMC in Bombay. So this long back in 1994, Putika was a position.
Okay. So
second, I just want to tell you before you close out. We were talking about damage, but there's something, sorry that it slipped my mind. I have a plan which I am enforcing. Of course, with knowledge of the panchayat, I am with my friends getting CCTV police cameras installed in certain places, including at Dawar Junction, Nashnaula downstream, Nashnaula doesn't fall in Aldona, my constituency, and certain important places we are going to have solar CCTV cameras with memory card, and with which we can monitor the movement of vehicles and the garbage which we will be thrown here and there. I ask you, remember one thing. You and I are concerned, and you and I don't do this. But people come from our villages only. Sometimes people come from other villages, and they just take a packet and just throw it. Whenever I have had chance, believe me, I have not felt bad, I have not felt embarrassed, nor have I felt it below my level. I have gone, overtaken them, stopped them, and said, "Please go and correct them back." I have done it deliberately to tell them that I will not tolerate this nonsense. Whoever they may be, whether our constituency or not our constituency. I have seen it on the highway also when we are approaching that Bastara track. Mercedes car takes out bag and he is carrying it, and I stop and he is smiling at me afterwards. So I said, "I am going to join your mission to here." He said, "No, my garbage. He is taking control from the that river like this is on the side." So imagine you are coming with a Mercedes car and doing this. It's a shameful act. It's not right. So what I am saying is, these kind of things, I want everyone, whether we can be vigilant in our wards. Understand? We can be vigilant to whatever extent we can have the panchayat. Because it may not be you, but be somebody else. It could be sometimes your neighbor, you don't know. And therefore, the intention of the Asian house collection was with that intent, not only to collect tax but to collect garbage tax. So that was the purpose of that amendment, which was seen as a license to build an affirmation that now we are becoming legal.